Hey everyone, I'm Basanta from Smart Guide. In this video, I'm going to show you how to secure your Wi-Fi router. It depends on your router model and brand, but I'm going to show you on SS router, secure your router like encryption, firewall and those settings. And it will be similar but a little bit different on every brand. And there are primarily two IP addresses for the router, 192.168.0.1 or 192.168.1.1. so this is the one that SS uses, and there is another Netgear that utilize 0.1. At the end you can access the router portal using the IP address, and I recommend you guys to connect with RJ45 cable instead of Wi-Fi. Once you go to that section, it should prompt you to log in if you are not logged in already. Once you log in with the credentials for the admin, by default, if you haven't changed anything on the admin username, it will be admin and admin for the password as well. It is recommended you should change it on the first attempt, otherwise somebody else can access your router and then change or hack into your system. So once you are in the router portal, if you are on SS, it will look like this. If you are on Netgear, it may be a little bit different looks, but you will be finding the sections what I am going to. Please make sure you click on the subscribe button below and then click on the bell icon next to subscribe button and select all notification to get the notification of my future videos. Like and comment on my videos, share my videos and channel to your friends. So first one is encryption method on the wireless. For that we'll be going to the advanced and then wireless section. Once you are on the wireless section, you see SSID and various other things. It should be very strong SSID, not the default one like Netgear, AT&T or something like that. The default one comes with the original branded router. You should not use original SSID and original pre-shared key. Pre-shared key is also the password. You should not utilize same out of the box SSID and pre-shared key. And one more thing is, this is 2.4G, another is 5G version. There are two different bands for the Wi-Fi router. At this point in future there will be more. If you have a new router, you may have more 6 GHz band, and you can have separate setting for both bands. And choose the setting, not the WEP, that is wired equivalent privacy, and choose anything at least WPA2 privacy. You can either do WPA2 personal or WPA2 auto personal, it doesn't matter. I prefer WPA2. Some of the router nowadays have WPA3 and even more advanced method of the encryption. If you have that option, feel free to use that, but do not use anything less than WPA2 like WEP or open system. Do not utilize that. Next is, you should check your firmware every often, so that once you get the firmware update, you have to update it. Usually a router should notify you. Sometimes it pop up the yellow inverted eye before the app over here. That means firmware update is available. Or you can check the firmware from this firmware version, and once you click on that, it will reach this page, and click on the check, and it will show you whether the router has update available or not. I just upgraded a couple of minutes before, so it's current. Next thing is firewalls. For that you'll be navigating to the firewalls. Again, depending on your router, it may be in different location. Just find the firewall section. Once you are on firewall section, you'll have option to enable firewall, enable DOS protection, and many other options. These should be yes, and it's recommended if you use IPv6. It's even harder for the hackers to actually read your machine IDs. IPv4 is easier to read. IPv6 is a little bit lengthy, so it's a little bit troublesome. Utilize IPv6 if you are available, and if you prefer. You can also apply URL filtering, like if you suspect some of the sites, you may not want to visit those sites. You can apply the filter, so you, even if you enter those sites, it won't take you to the site. In that case, don't visit those sites. You can block suspicious site right here. You can either block or do whitelisting of the sites. So usually limiting certain sites is blacklist, and allowing only certain sites is whitelist. So if you want to allow only certain sites, not everything else, then choose whitelist. Similarly, you can apply keyword filters, like sometimes you may not want to show the vulgar words, and then in that case you can put the keywords here. If someone searches that keyword within your network, then it will block the access to the internet for that search. And similarly, you can apply network service filter. Again, you can apply blacklist or whitelist on the network as well, and it is whether it's user defined, www or telnet, what kind of application it is, that kind of things you can apply here. The next is using VPN. If you can afford, using VPN on the router level makes you more protected. Neither your service provider can access nor hacker can access your information. So again, this is costly because you have to pay per month basis on top of internet to the VPN provider. So, and your speed may be a little bit downgraded, and not all the routers supports VPN. Some of the routers may not support the old version, but any new router should support VPN. And another thing is, you should disable the admin access via Wi-Fi as soon as you set up the router, so that nobody else can access your router unless you are connected to the router using RJ45. Again, as I said earlier, you should use very strong admin password. Last but not the least, you can hide your network so that nobody else can see it. So that means if you want to connect your device, you can always remember your SSID, put it very strong SSID, and you can still remember, keep it in note somewhere. And if you want to connect your devices, you can manually enter using the add network option, because it won't be visible. You won't be able to click on the SSID. You have to choose add network and then enter the SSID and then enter the password. That way hacker doesn't see your Wi-Fi easily without scanning the network itself. So one more step for a hacker to hack into your network. You can hide with this option, hide SSID, and if you select yes, it will be hidden. That's my time today. Thank you for watching.